Alright, the Lost Souls just are not wanting to cooperate today. Let's go ahead and get them in the corner. Wait, what the heck? Alright, chain gunners literally everywhere all of a sudden. Alright, let's go ahead. This is absolutely a setup. Don't you believe anything else. Get the rocket launcher, and holy crap! Jeez, there was nowhere to go there. Welcome back to Legendary Mel Games. I'm your host, Joe, and today we are tackling 40 ounces map 8, the Colossus. Music might sound a bit familiar for this one. It's the Hall of Colossia from Secret of Evermore, composed by Jeremy Soule. This is also famously used in map 3 of Sunlust, the Forgotten Shrine. Now, right off the bat, let's go ahead, hit the switch, just dodge everything for the moment. And let's go ahead and get a chain gun because we want to get the big guns as fast as we can. This map is huge, it is very well laid out, and there are traps literally hiding around every corner. So let's go ahead and get the pinkies out of here, and be careful of the random health and armor bonuses. They are back again just to spite us. So let's go ahead, get the armor bonuses, keep going, keep shooting, and at this point we are going to make our way over here. Now where this SSG is, remember this for a little bit later, there are a lot of different areas we need to go to in regards to the SSG location. So let's go ahead, take out the imps up top, annoying Lost Soul in the back, who apparently just wants to fly off into the sunset, and now let's go ahead, make sure we get the Mancubus out of here because he is in a very good spot corner sniping. Once he bites the dust, let's go ahead, get backpack. And now, let's continue. At this point, we've got the chain gun, we've got the SSG, we've got the backpack, one more to go. Let's go ahead, get the rocket launcher, and be extremely careful as we get revenants popping up from out of nowhere, as well as Hell Knights. And just use this little water pit to your advantage. Just jump in, come back up, let them infight as much as they can, and rinse and repeat as needed. In no time, we'll get the Revenants out of here. The Hell Knights are no problem. And at this point, we have every weapon in the game except for the Plasma Rifle and BFG at this point. So let's go ahead. Now that he's gone, let's back it up. And let's head out of here. Disaster averted, rocket launcher obtained, there's the red skull key door. Let's continue for now. So, rockets, health bonuses. And now, let's make sure we've got our imps taken care of. Sniping from the pedestals, no more. There's the yellow key door, that is going to be a crucial one in this map. And be careful because this red key trap is no slouch. It can catch you off guard if you're not careful. The second we hit that switch, meatballs are going to pop out. So let's make sure we got them before they pin us in with Lost Souls, just like that. But unfortunately, that's not all. There is more to the trap than just this. Go ahead, back out of here and be ready, because here come the Revenants. And we can actually go where the Revenants are for secret number 1. The hole that they came out of, we can actually hit the switch here, and we can get ourselves Mega Armor, Meg Kits, and Box of Shells. At this point, we've got the red skull key, and we know exactly where to use it, as another Revenant teleports in to try and hold us up. And the red skull key is right here in the rocket launcher room. So let's go ahead, navigate back out of the water pit. Shoot a Lost Soul just because he's there. And now, let's go ahead, teleport, and get ready. Baron close range. This is absolutely genius. You don't see too many of these elevator sections, but this one is perfectly done. I love the close encounter with the Baron. But be ready, because as soon as we get up there, we're going to basically be given the yellow skull key right at the top there. And now this whole area is going to flood with monsters. So let's go ahead, just stop them before they can even bunch up. Just take them out. The biggest thing to worry about is the Revenant that is now in the tree trunk. So let's go ahead, get the imps out of here. We're not too worried about them or the pinkies. The Baron can be a bit annoying, and sometimes you can get them in fighting, but that Revenant's placed so high up, it's kind of hard to get them to hit. So we may need to ignore that for now. Let's just go ahead and take old Bag of Bones out of here as soon as we get done wandering back here. Making sure we lose the Revenant missile. Let's go ahead, take them out. And now, a Baron and a few imp snipers away from this section being secure. So a few more pokes, and we've got it. And imps don't even... Thank you. There we go. One more Baron to block our way back up. This again where we started, hitting the switch and started our ascent. As you remember, the yellow skull key is right near where we got the red skull key at. So let's go ahead and let's make sure we've got everything before we go forward, because we have one heck of a slaughter section coming up. So let's go ahead, make sure we got all the items, and then we can navigate our way back to the yellow skull key door. So let's go ahead, up and around. And now you have some new opposition along the way. Just keep it moving. Careful around the corners, especially with the rocket launcher, because as you see here, we now have chain gunners all over the place. So be very careful. It's hard to get to them without taking a ton of damage. The Lost Souls can just take a hike, and now we can get ourselves some health and keep moving. Revenants bunched up together, perfect for us, but we do for now want to save the rocket launcher if we can help it. I mean, it's easy to dodge all the Revenants just by doing circles here because of their height. Most of their missiles are just going to go right over top of you and hit the ground. Except for that one. So let's go ahead, get the Revenants out of here. No worries, I'd rather just get rid of the ammo with the weaker guns, because we're going to need the big guns. And now, with that taken care of, the Revenant missile averted, let's continue. Alright, this way. As you notice, there's where the SSG was again. And now if we get all the way to the bottom, this is where the backpack was. Keep going. Take out the random lost soul. And now we want to get all the way to the end here, hit the switch to let us back into the rocket launcher room, which is now booby-trapped. An unfortunate meatball has taken the place of the rocket launcher, and unfortunately he's got a chain gunner army. This is a devious trap, considering all your attention's going to be focused on him, and us running out of ammo is literally terrible. Luckily we have Berserk. So let's go ahead, grab the chain guns. We need to get Meatball out of here. In worst case scenario, we just dodge him and run, just until we can get some ammo. For now, take care of the Lost Souls. Yes, do not let them get above you. Got him. Alright, Meatball down and run. Not worried about the Lost Souls. We'll handle them later. And just like that, there's the yellow key door, again, right down by where the red key was. So let's go ahead through here, and let's get ready for some slaughter. And you can tell just by the size of this arena, the size of that gorgeous mushroom, things are about to get crazy. So there's a few things we want to make sure we do in this fight, and a few things we want to make sure we have no part of. So, first of all, make sure we've got all the items. Next up, as you can see, we're at 70 kills. That's pretty much everything up to this point. Let's go ahead and get our supercharge, flip the switch, and let's ignore everything, run to the left, because back here, even ignoring the imps, we don't really have to take them out right now, because back here, not only is rockets, but is an Archvile that we want to absolutely take out before anything else happens in this arena. Because, as you can see here by the flood of imps and everything else, it gets so chaotic you lose track of the Archvile in the crowd, and then you are doomed. So once the Archvile's down, we can just back it up, let the room fill up with enemies, because the enemies in the back, like the Hell Knights, the Revenants, and eventually Mancubus, they're going to be pushing forward constantly. So they're constantly going to be attacking the imps, which is going to make the imps stop in place and retaliate. So that way we can just slowly back up to the door, let everything keep infighting as it makes its way toward us. And that way most of the high tier enemies will either be taken out by all the imp fire, or they'll be significantly weakened, so we shouldn't have an issue with them. Now once we've backed all the way out of the yellow key room, let's go ahead and take care of anything that made its way through without infighting. So imps, all of you can go. You should have done some friendly fire for us. You didn't want to, I understand. But for now, and for that reason, you've got to go. Hell Knights too. And at this point, we just want to use our rockets on whatever is still left after the infighting. So just stand here and hold the door. Just keep throwing all the hate down range, as they're just going to keep running right into it. Much easier to hold and guard this narrow passage than to try and fight it out in that enormous arena. So again, just get them all trapped in the corridor, and just like that, this area should be about good, as long as the Mancubus are done firing. At this point, we have plenty of room to move around, so might as well not even waste the good ammo at this point. Let's just take out the Mancubus. 1, 2, and maybe, kinda, sorta, if you would, thank you. Alright. Now that that's taken care of, let's finally push to the back of the room. Now that everything is opened up thanks to ambush. And back here, we just want to go ahead, get the shotgun shells, move this way. And here is an Archvile that thankfully can't move, because that could be a disaster if he could. And before even going in there, because you know it's a trap, let's just go ahead and single tap him out of here. Archvile is literally the last thing we want to deal with right now. Get curiously closer, but again, whatever you do, don't go in that room yet until Archie is out of here. There. Alright, now that's taken care of, this area is completely locked down. Let's get a remaining ammo, because it's not over yet. 40 ounce has done such an amazing job of prepping all these ambushes and still leaving enough items and ammo lying around that you never completely run out. So let's go ahead, let's get our health back up. That's going to be imperative. Get some more shotgun shells, because this is one map where at any moment your game could be ended. The way the traps are designed, as you see, we flash forward all the way back here to where SSG was. Let's jump over here, out of bounds, just to get some more imps, and more importantly, the armor bonuses, since we're basically doing cleanup work at this point. As you can see, though, there's enough ammo, there's enough health just lying around that you can backtrack at any point just to constantly keep your ammo and health up, so that you can survive the ambushes that come. Colossus absolutely living up to its name. It's just monumental challenges with enough stuff lying around for you to take them out. And now over here, we don't really need to take out the Lost Souls, but my OCD demands it. Out of here, both of you. Alright. Let's go back up. At this point, there's not a whole lot left, but still some some items hiding in unusual places. So let's go ahead and teleport back. As you can see here, that ended up teleporting us right back where the revenants were. Now, back at the exit where the Archvile was, you can see if you would have come into this room, you would have been mobbed by 4 pinkies while the Archvile was setting you on fire with nowhere to duck to dodge his blast. So now that that's taken care of, the exit chamber is secure. All we have to do is go over here, hit a switch, and right there's the exit. So again, let's check. We are still missing some items and secret. You know they're tied together. So again, back to the SSG. This time, let's jump off where there's a little platform down here, and we actually fall on top of secret number 2, which is security armor and armor bonuses. And just like that, this one is done. Such an outstanding job from 40 Ounce, and I will tell you, the easiest way to remember where all these items are, because I know it can seem overwhelming just by the size of the map, is nearly everything is centered around where the SSG is. So, when you see the SSG drop, you can run and jump off of that platform to get where the imps and pinkies are with armor bonuses, and you can also just slightly fall down the platform in the back to get secret number 2, which is on that ledge. So everything is around the SSG. And again, it's just a race to get the red key back to the start, the yellow key, and finish from there. Outstanding job, 40 Ounce, with this amazing map. This is, I truly believe, the first real instance we've had of a slaughter fight here, and thankfully he gave us an amazing way to get out of it, because you know they're going to get much more intense the further we get into this, now that we're past the halfway point of the series, and this is absolutely a wake-up call. If you don't prepare, if you don't keep your health and ammo up, you are done for in this map. So the difficulty is steadily on a rise. 40 Ounce has done an absolutely amazing job with this entire project, and especially this map itself. So, if you've not already, please check out the DBP73 Narcoleptic Strata playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more people can see our videos. And we will see you all back here next time. Till then, take care, everyone.